guys, thanks for joining us on another edition of What's Poppin' the Podcast. Of course, I'm Deja Perez from 93.9 WKYS. I am joined by my girlfriend Candace from Sweetkiss Cupcakes. All right, Mama, tell everyone about the company.
Well, my company was founded in 2008.
Okay.
We make the absolute best cupcakes in the DMV.
I'm gonna show them to you, see?
Today we have red velvet and chocolate. We do a ton of different flavors. They're just really good. That's the best thing I can say about our cupcakes. They are really good.
So how did this company come about?
Well, I baked with my grandmothers. My paternal grandmother is 102.
God bless her.
And she still helps me with the cupcakes.
Shut up.
I learned how to bake from both of my grandmothers, and I started bringing them to family functions, and my relatives loved them. And my grandmother said, turn your passion into a profit and start to sell these cupcakes.
Wow.
So I started selling them. I would go to expos. Family and friends would tell others about me. And 10 years later, I've got a really good customer base. And I'm just trying to continue to grow.
So it must be hard starting a business like this. What advice would you give to somebody that wants to kind of follow in your footsteps?
It's kind of hard because there are a lot of bakeries, a lot of cupcake companies. My advice to anyone is if you're passionate about it, you just have to do all you can to get to where you want to be. Don't stop. It doesn't matter if there are 100 different other companies out there like you. Your company is the best, and that's just the bottom line. So keep going. Get your name out there. Go to events. Tell people about yourself. Everybody needs to know about you and who you are and what type of product you provide.
So I'm sure that over the course of 10 years, you've probably had some pitfalls and some, what am I doing? Should I keep doing this? Or, should I just screw baking altogether?
No.
How do you get through those moments?
I've been there. Everything you just described, I have absolutely been there. And after I had my daughter, I stopped baking for a little while. But it's truly nothing but God, because even when I stopped, He made me continue. So I say, I'm taking a month off. I'm taking 2 months off, and I'd have people call and say, hey, we'd like some cupcakes. Hey, I'm not doing that right now. Okay. Then I'd have 10 phone calls the next day. And I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. I got you. I hear you. You don't want me to stop doing this. So through my customers and my faith and the passion, He never let the passion leave my heart for these cupcakes and for this baking. So I just kept going, and then I started to bake again, and I feel really good about it. But yeah, over 10 years you go through the ups and the downs, but I am determined to turn Sweetkiss into something really
like
good.
a household name.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm here for that. So do you have, obviously you have the regulars, chocolate, red velvet, all that good stuff. Do you have uniquely specific flavors to you?
I do. I do a strawberry lemonade.
Ooh, that's probably vicious.
I do a pineapple upside down, and I grew up baking the pineapple upside down with my mother, so that one is very special to me, and it's really good. And the red velvet is my best seller, and it's what my maternal grandmother made for me for every single birthday. We would get together, and she would make me a red velvet cake, and I absolutely love that. So at least half of my flavors are like really near and dear to me and really close to my heart and mean something to me, and I just so enjoy sharing that with my customers.
Nice. So other than, do you have any like crazy flavors? Like, is it like a flavor of the month, or you have all these that sound like regular food flavors? Do you have something weird like, I don't know, buttered popcorn or something crazy?
I haven't tried anything crazy yet. I'm working with chocolate chip. I'm working on a mudslide cupcake. So when customers ask for different things that aren't on my menu, I really start to think about it, and I work on recipes, but I don't release anything until I think that they are amazing.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, I'm working on
Do you, I assume you do cupcakes for bachelorette parties and things like that. Do you infuse them with alcohol as well?
I don't do the infused just yet, but again, that's something that customers have been asking for, so that's coming. That is definitely coming soon.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
So where do we see, we're 10 years in the game, where do you see this company in 5 years?
In 5 years, we will definitely have a food truck.
Really?
We had a kiosk at Annapolis Mall for about 1.5 years, and that was a lot of fun.
Wow.
It was a really good experience for the company. We gained great exposure. The food truck is next. The food truck is next, and then after that, hopefully a storefront. But I want to be mobile because right now, I bake and then I deliver to my customers.
Okay.
And I want to be in a food truck so I can bake in the food truck.
Deliver it in the food truck?
Just do everything in the food truck.
Yes.
So that's my goal. In 3 to 5 years, we will have a food truck.
That is exciting.
Absolutely.
So what is the best suggestion you can give to somebody that wants to get their name out in a business like yours? Like, how do you market it? How do you do that?
Well, I have a very strong social media presence. I think it's really important to be on social media. Also,
Absolutely.
I interact with every single customer. Everyone who calls to order, they get to see me. You
Okay.
know, and I know at some point I'm going to get to the point where I'm not able to do that, but in these stages, it's just so important to develop great relationships with your customers. And just get in front of people. You gotta get in front of people. People have to know not only you, but your product.
Right.
You know, I am my product. People need to know both of us.
Absolutely.
In order to do business with me. So.
Fantastic. Do you have any inklings of branching out into other things like cookies or brownies, or is it just cupcakes?
You know, right now it's just cupcakes, but as we grow, I would like to partner with people. And that's why I do a lot of networking events to try to meet people to see what they do. It's all about partnerships. You know, competition definitely exists.
Of course.
It does. But I am about meeting people. If I don't do it, maybe there's someone else out there who does, and we can partner with one another and just grow the company. Right now, my forte is cupcakes.
Okay,
fair
enough.
That's where I live right now. But I would love to grow. I don't just want to do cupcakes, and so I'd love to partner with somebody to do more.
Do you offer baking classes?
I don't yet, but that's something else I've been thinking about as well.
Okay.
I would like to teach people how to bake. Decorating is so much fun. I do
Is
cupcake
it?
cakes where I take these little cupcakes and piece them together to make these amazing cakes. So in
That
addition
sounds
to doing that,
time-consuming.
it is. It really is. But just the smiles on my customers' faces when they see them, you know, keep me going and get me excited about it. But I would definitely love to start teaching people how to do that. It is a lot of fun, and it looks so good, and you do it. So I would love to start to do classes.
Did you have to get like classically trained for this, or is it more so from the grandparents?
Well, I started with my grandparents. I took a culinary course.
Oh, you did?
And
Okay.
I've taken a few baking and decorating courses.
Okay.
So yeah, and I must say YouTube has really helped me out. There's so
Really?
many videos on YouTube that have helped me construct cupcake cakes. Yes, but I have taken the standard courses.
Okay, and what was the most intricate cupcake cake you made?
I would say my Elsa Princess Dress Cupcake Cake.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun.
We'll have to get a picture of that.
Absolutely. I partnered with Make-A-Wish Foundation to do it for a little girl. And I have a 6-year-old daughter, and I believe this little girl was about 3 or so. So it meant a lot for me to put all I could into that cupcake cake.
Wow.
And it was a lot of pieces, a lot of different colors, crowns. It was a lot going on, but it meant a lot to me, and I knew I had to make sure that cupcake cake was the absolute best.
Of course. How did that collaboration come with the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Actually, my cousin works with someone who works for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and she gave me a call. She said, "Hey, we have someone who's looking for a baker," and I said, "I would love to do that."
That's
It
so dope.
meant so much to me. I love doing stuff like that. I'm always looking for opportunities to do that. It's not just about selling my product. It's about meeting people and doing for other people.
Absolutely.
It's very important to me.
Awesome. Well, I thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me
having
today.
me.
So basically, we try to spotlight minority-owned businesses in the DMV here at 93.9 WKYS. So I wanted to bring Candace on to give her an opportunity to spotlight her business, Sweetkiss Cupcakes.
Yes.
Holla! But tell everyone how they can find you, where they can get themselves some delicious cupcakes.
You just go to my website. We're at sweetkisscupcakes.com. I have a lot of customers who find me on Instagram at Sweetkiss Cupcakes, Facebook, Sweetkiss Cupcakes. We're on Twitter at Sweetkiss Cupcakes as well. And just find us online and place an order, and we will come to you.
What's your turnaround usually? How much advance notice?
48 hours notice.
Okay.
And then we bring them right to you.
And so if I had a crazy idea of like a crazy cake, do you cakes too? Just
cupcakes and cupcake cakes.
Cupcake cakes. So if I had a crazy idea, I can bring my crazy idea to you, and you're going to try to make it come to life.
I am going to try. I have so many customers who call and say, "Hey, I want this," and it's something I've never done before. But if I see a picture, I can do it.
Bad. All right, guys. So we'll be back with another minority-owned business. That's our spotlight this week on the What's Poppin' podcast. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to another edition of the What's Poppin' podcast. This is going to be considered our minority business-owned spotlight on, that's what we're doing. And to you. I'm Deja Perez. I got my good friend Terry here. He is the owner of SheaButter Like Whoa. And let's talk about this company.
Awesome.
All right. So how did things get started?
Well, things got started about early 2005 when I was actually introduced to SheaButter.
Okay.
And it blew me away. I had no clue what SheaButter was. And as I started to learn a little bit more about it, I could see the value of what it did for your skin.
So why don't you tell people, what are some of the, I see Alicia's walking away with my cupcakes. I don't really know what's going on.
I'm right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. So what are some of the beneficial properties of SheaButter?
Well, SheaButter has so many beneficial properties, but it's full of vitamin A, it's full of vitamin E. It's a great moisturizer for your skin. It works good for inflammatory. It works good for scars, blemishes, for marks.
Okay.
It's been used all the way back since times of like Cleopatra for just creating, having such beautiful skin. And it's just a great moisturizer that doesn't have a lot of chemical, doesn't have any chemicals or preservatives and things like that. And so it's a great base.
So a lot of people will go to the beauty store or whatever and pick up a thing of SheaButter, but it doesn't really smell that great. So
yeah, all SheaButter is not equal.
Okay,
just like
I did not know
things
that.
that you purchase is not equal. You have different levels to the things that you purchase.
Mm-hmm.
And I always use the analogy of the liquor store. You can always go into an alcohol store and pick up something and get drunk or get a nice buzz. But as you start to acquire the taste for alcohol, you start to like certain things and understand that there are different levels to what you're actually consuming. So the same with SheaButter. It's grown wild in the wild free over there from a Karit tree nut in southern parts of Africa.
Okay.
And the women pick it. They call it women's gold. So they pick it. But over in Africa, they don't have as many standard things that we have over here. Some just like clean running water makes a difference in the production of SheaButter. So it comes from a nut, and it's a process. And depending upon the village or how they process in that nut can give the different variations.
Okay, so when you first started, you weren't actually, because you make this stuff now, but
Correct.
before you weren't making it, right?
Correct.
So how did you transition from kind of not manufacturing your own to deciding, you know what, I want to take the reins, I want to do it myself? How did that come about?
Well, it always was there from the beginning. But we purchased so much SheaButter when I initially got into it, and it didn't work out the way we wanted it to work out. And I knew that SheaButter just wasn't the most appealing, most smelling.
Does it go bad? Does SheaButter go bad?
It will go bad. It has a long shelf life, about 2 years, depending on how you store it.
Okay.
But then that depends on how you get it. You can get it, and if it's already old,
a year old,
you get it, then that's not going to give you a 24-month shelf life.
Got it.
But SheaButter. I started to get into the manufacturing piece because we had so much of the SheaButter initially when we purchased it, and it didn't sell as we were trying to sell it. Initially, I was just going to be a distributor of raw SheaButter. By default, I got into actually making products because I didn't want to waste my investment. I had over 1,000 pounds of SheaButter.
Yikes.
And I said, well, I come from a family, and I just didn't want to waste my investment. And I knew it was pretty good. I just knew I had to do something different with it. So that's how SheaButter became about by me getting into the lab and getting creative with it.
Now, most people can't just hop in the lab. So did you have some sort of training to do that?
Actually, I didn't. I didn't have a lot of my training. I learned on hands. I learned by just getting in there and trying it. I knew that I would not put a product out that would not be great. So I knew my determination in actually creating a great product. So I knew that eventually it would get great. Just didn't know it would catch fire right away.
Okay. So let's talk about some of these products. First off is the actual SheaButter, because you've expanded your line. Initially it was just SheaButters, but now you've got all these other, you've got scrubs, which is my absolute, like this is the ish. Fuck it, it's a shit. But it really is. Like this pink Himalayan salt scrub. So for me, I struggle because salt is coarser than sugar, right? So for me, this works better because I need like rough. What else? So let's talk about the products though.
Awesome. So I started out with just raw SheaButter. So I don't have any here with me today, but on our website you can see just raw SheaButter because I do have some people that still like raw SheaButter.
Really? Okay.
Raw SheaButter, I've graduated to levels of SheaButter. So now I only use grade A certified organic SheaButter. Okay. And the reason why I do that is because the first time I tried that from what I initially used, I was blown away. I said I cannot go back. And I knew that if it felt that good to me, I wanted to give that to my customers. So I did that. So I have just raw SheaButter for the enthusiastic people that just want SheaButter. I don't want anything else mixed in it. I want SheaButter. So we do offer that as well. But our staple product is our natural body and hair butter. So this is, I call it the nor'easter of body butters because it's the blend of everything that you would want in any type of moisturizing product. It has aloe vera in it. It has grade A certified shea butter. It has vegetable glycerin. It has grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, a lot of great individual oils that are great by themselves, but when we blend them up in our laboratories, that's why we call it the Nor'easter. After you try one of these, you won't go back to using anything you've used in the past.
So it's interesting. I've been using this for maybe a little bit less than a year, right? I think we've known each other. So, but I didn't even realize that you could put this in your hair. I've really only just put this on my body. So what's the difference? Like, we have other products that you can put in your hair, but what does the SheaButter do for your hair?
Well, the SheaButter moisturizes your hair. You can use it as a deep conditioner in your hair.
Okay.
It works good for your ends. You can style it with your hair as well.
Okay.
And it's just a great moisturizer for your skin and for your hair. And it doesn't have any chemicals, clog your shafts up, allows your hair to grow and breathe.
So you put it on the hair, not the scalp, though?
You can do both.
Okay.
You can do both. Once you put your body temperature to this product,
it melts. Yeah.
So it's an oil. You can just run it through your hair. You can part your hair. You can grease your scalp. You can use it on your ends. And depending on what you're having issues with your hair, will probably be where you want to maybe focus it the most at.
Okay. So let's talk about the bottle of oil. What is this?
That's argan oil. The argan oil is just a great pure oil that just has so many amazing benefits. It works great for your nails. It works great for your face. Some people maybe have dry skin but have really sensitive face, so they may not want to put something as heavy on their face, but you still,
because a lot of people worry about breaking out with oils and things like that on their face.
Yeah, all of our products, you only need a little bit, and I always tell people, do a patch test first. You know, my product is great. I think everybody can use it, but some people have certain skin ailments or sensitivities that just might not coincide with what we make. So do a patch test first, but it will keep your face glowing. It'll give you that, wow, how are you? What's going on when you step in the office the next day? Because you'll have that glow in there. Works great for wrinkles as we get older and things like that.
So is it better to use something like that at night, or him? Is it better to use something like that at night, like as a nighttime treatment for your face? Or is it better to use it in the morning, or it doesn't matter how many times a day you use it?
It doesn't matter. You can use it for both. You can definitely use it at night for a coating, something not as heavy as the SheaButter, and then you also can just use it as needed throughout the day.
Okay. Do you have other like hair products like shampoo, conditioner, things like that? I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. That's not making faces. Go ahead.
Not yet. Those are things that we plan to incorporate into the line, but not at this particular time. It's hair is not the most easiest.
It is not.
It's a different battle to tackle. So we want to put a lot more research in before we just jump into it and say, hey, we want to put this out there. We want to make sure that all of our products make you say, whoa, what is that?
Just like the name.
Just
I like what you did there. Okay. So what do you guys have other things other than the 3 products that you guys brought today and the raw SheaButter?
We don't. We have a lot of variations of the products that you see today.
So how many flavors? Because you have a bunch of different scents. You have some like fruity, you have some like earthy, and then you have some like men-ish kind of scents. How many total scents do you have of the butter?
Correct. Right now we have about 22 scents.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we do. And we have a couple more that we plan to bring out for the spring for seasonal. And we have some that are more masculine, some, like you say, are earthy, some are neutral, some are unisex. So we have a selection, like a candy store for a kid. You can just go in there and smell the different ones, and you can select from something that you like. And people like options. So I didn't want to box people in with just giving them 2 or 3 or 4 scents. People like options, and we tend to find out that once you try our products and you try them out and you smell the different ones, we're pretty sure that you'll find one that makes you say, whoa, I really love that. This is my staple go-to.
And of course he has the unscented as well. That way you can, you know, if you don't want to have a flavor, you don't have to. Okay, so I know we're almost out of time, but can you tell everyone where you plan to have the business in the next couple years?
In the next couple of years, we're definitely looking for some partnerships at some of these organic stores like Mom's, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, places like that. We're also looking to partner up with some salons and some spas around the country, and just create partnerships where you can utilize this product and offer it to your customers as well.
Awesome. So tell everyone where they can get their hands on some SheaButter Like Whoa, and I'm telling you this you're never going to be mad at me about, I promise.
Well, you can reach us on any social media platform at SheaButterLikeWhoa.com. You can also go to our website, SheaButterLikeWhoa.com, and see all the products, all the greatness that we offer directly. And you can also see all the reviews. That's important for me to speak it. I'm always going to scream into my lungs how great our products are. But when you see it from our customers, from people who have been using it for consecutive years over and over again, it gives it brings you a little comfort in knowing when you spend your dollars with us, you're going to get, excuse me, you're going to get under promise but over delivery in everything that we provide for you.
Dope. So thank you guys for joining us for another edition of the What's Poppin' podcast. This is our spotlight on minority-owned businesses. Please support both of them, Sweetkiss Cupcakes, SheaButter. Like, whoa, you won't go wrong with either one, I'm trying to tell you, all right? So until we do this again, thank you, Licious, for not eating all of my cupcakes. But we'll do this again soon. Thank you guys for joining us. It's KYS.